Okay, here's the water heater right here. It doesn't have a drain for the pan. It has a drain for the PRV, but not for the pan, so we're going to have to do something about that. And it needs a ball valve, and it's galvy on top of it, galvanized. Wow. Alright. Then it's probably plugged on top of it. Okay, we got our work cut out. Okay guys, we're here. You saw the water heater inside. Vinny just pulled up. Now, one of my subscribers, I think he's a subscriber. He may not be, but he said, "Oh man, you in a way," he goes, "you laid it down, the water heater." It's true. If you're not in this business, then you shouldn't be laying this water heater down. In fact, we cringe when we see people with pickups putting their water heaters inside and laying it down. We've been doing this 30 some years. We've opened up these water heaters and we know what's in it and we know what fucks them up. And this water heater is encased about this much here and the same in the front. We see people when they're gonna, the reason why they don't want them laying down is because you can do internal damage. By denting the outside, you could actually bring that dent in and cause pressure on the tank, causing premature failure. We know how to handle it. 30 some years, never hurt one, never done anything to cause it to leak, never had one leak. So I'm gonna try to show you guys how, because sometimes, you know, you can't get it and you can't stand it up. I don't even know if we could have on this one. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to show you how to handle it where you don't ruin it. And the main thing is never set, when you bring the water heater over here, never set the water heater midway on this. You always set it on the first inch or 2 inches there. When you bring it out, you bring it out all the way until that front sets right here. And then you can lay it down and flip it over. You're never touching the body of this. And even when you're laying it down right now, this has about this much space all the way around. And it's sitting on this structure that they have in here and the one in front. And control is up. So, you know, with that being said, we've handled these for years. And I don't recommend you do this. But if you do enough of these a year, and you've been doing it 30 some years, then, you know, you do what you want to do with it. And I guarantee you there's nothing wrong with what we're doing here because we know how to handle it. So I'm going to give you an example. Probably as we unload it right now, I'm probably going to stop the video because we handle it like a coffin. We both get on one side and we bring the front till it's slid right onto this. And then we lower it. Nothing ever pushes on this cardboard and onto the tank, because that's the whole thing about it. It's not like a refrigerator where if you lay it down, the Freon goes crazy. That's, you know, this has nothing like that. What they don't want you to do is they don't want no pressure on the control, and they don't want you putting the water heater midway and then lifting it in the back and crushing the tank. Because once you crush the outside, sometimes you can cause damage to the inside. So, you know, you basically got to know what you're doing. Vinny's going to show you with this. See, you don't want that. Show them where you do want it. All the way down, more. The first.
It's going to hit here.
Yeah.
Essentially because of the box.
Right. About this much would be right here on the box. That way, when you lift it up, you're lifting on that cushion that they have there. Never touching the... And I'll show you. We're going to pull it out and lean it and show you what we mean. Okay, the gate valve is just spinning. Keep spinning. Sometimes they take a while to get to where they're going. You think they're bad, but they're not. But it appears to be bad, guys. So.
Oh, we locked.
Oh, we got it?
Yeah,
cool. Let me see. Okay, go ahead and give it a nice turn, hard turn. It's off, but just give it a nice one because we're replacing it anyway. I'm not worried about it. That's good. All right, good enough now. If you want, go ahead and let's run the hose outside and from the back and bring it in We always use a rubber hose here, all rubber. So we're going to get it hooked up and try to get it draining. Hopefully if we're lucky. If not, we're going to pump it out. Okay. Got the gate valve off. They thought it was stripped at first, but it's not. Got the hose hooked up. We're going to crack a line out there to get some air going. Okay, got the lines off, broken loose for air, got the PRV open. Now what we're going to do is we're going to break that PRV drain pipe right there. We're going to take it loose. I don't want the pipe to fall on the bottom. I'm hoping to break it loose. I can unscrew it first up there, drop it, and then break it loose off the coupling. And I can tell it's draining pretty good. I can feel it through the hose. We got lucky, I guess. But the best way to do that, Vinny, is break it loose up here first, let it slide down, and then put your wrench here and break it loose here, and then we can lift it up out of the hole. So, okay, it doesn't look like we need to get the pump out. It's moving. That's good enough for me because I've got a lot of things to do. But I've got a lot of things to do to prep for this, so we'll just let it run. Okay, we got the PRV disconnected, and now he's going to break it loose at the coupling, the union, and then or coupling, whatever. You guys know me, I can't remember that. He's going to break that loose, and then we'll take that pipe out. Okay, guys, got that out. Got the coupling right there. We're going to leave it there. We're going to reuse that over there and go right back in the same spot, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. Okay, everything's disconnected, gas line disconnected, PRV disconnected. So what we're going to do now is go get the new one in the backyard, prep it, cut some cardboard for the floor, and we're good to go. Okay guys, we're going to show you how to do this without damaging it. We're going to bring it out. I might have to put the phone down for a second so we line it up because it's always two of us. But he'll slide it out and then I'm going to take over right there. Hold it there, bud. Keep it on. So you got to keep it. Never put this on this because this is the tank. But if you put this on here, you'll never have a problem. Let me help him out. Okay guys, I helped him out. Got handles here. This is where you want it to touch. You don't want it touching no lower than this right here. We always make it there. Now go ahead and stand it up, Vinny. Just like that. And never put your hand truck where the controls are. See, there's your control. Get it on the back side. So this ain't gonna hurt nothing. There's no damage to the tank. And like I said, if like that one subscriber, he's right. You're not supposed to if you don't know what you're doing. So if you do this all the time, you do it a couple times a month or more, there ain't nothing we've cut these open. We know exactly what's inside there and what can happen. So, we know every part of that inside. Look at this, guys. They upgraded something here. Now with brass drain valve, and it looks like it's a ball valve. Well, look at there. That's an upgrade. Yeah, this is a 6-in-1, and good to go. Okay, guys, he's gonna cut that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Go ahead, bud. Okay, guys. First thing I do is I always check it for damage. Just because we handle it good.
See, that was on. That's what it sits on.
Yeah, see, it sits on there, and it sits on there. So that's why we either go to the top or to the very back. But we don't know how it's been handled. I'm sure. These guys at Home Depot, they just throw them into the hole. You'd be surprised what I've seen when they're stacking these in. Okay, this one's all good. Now, as long as you keep your water heater right here, remember I said about that much? There's that weld or that crease mark right here. This here, the tank is about right here. And about right here, I think. Right where that line is, where the tank starts. Keep that thing there. What they're afraid of is that you're going to set it on the bed of your truck and dent this and push and put stress on the inner tank. We don't do that. So I get it. The commenter or the subscriber, I hope he's a subscriber. I'm glad the fact that he brought it up, because it gives me an opportunity to explain it. But the fact that he brought that up is he's right. He's 100. You shouldn't lay these down unless you know what the hell you're doing. You know, so. And in this case, we do. 30-some years, never damaged one, never dropped one, never had one call unless it was old and leaking 20 years later. But anyway, we're going to get this thing all rigged up, guys. Okay, guys, this is an upgrade because it's not plastic anymore. But if you look at the inside of the ball valve, that's better than what we had before. But I believe if you put an 1.5 inches, if you put a 3/4 inch pipe in there and you put a ball valve on it, open ball valve, you'll have much more area to drain it and to get the crud out of it. Because yes, that's better than what they had, but if you look at a 3/4 inch ball valve, it's got a nice big old hole, so when you open it, all the shit can come out. Shit can still get clogged up right here. So, but it's better. Number one, it's all metal, and number two, the ball valve part is bigger. You know, it's an added feature, I would say. So anyway, we're good to go here. Now, they've got earthquake straps. And to the one guy that said, "Oh, you got to be this many inches," we know that shit. We've been doing water heaters for 30-some years. We know exactly where those straps are supposed to go. We know exactly. But if they're close enough, we're not going to take theirs out. If it's way far off, then we will. But we're going to get the earthquake straps under here, right under this here, so many inches. It's right on the box. But if it's close, we're just going to leave it. Now, then he's going to build his drip leg, his sediment trap, as you can see right here. Right here, guys. Gonna build that right there.
There it is.
There you go. And just get your pliers. Not that one. I would just use your Nip-X. See if that's gonna be all right, and it's gonna turn over there before you tighten it. Just like, is it gonna make it? Will you be able to thread that T in? Perfect. Good job. Okay. Yeah, you don't even need the vise right now. You just get it, put 2 on there. But if you want, go ahead. But I wouldn't do it over here in case you drop it. There you go. That'll work. That's good. Good enough. Okay, guys. I'm gonna let him put this together. He's gonna put a little tape on there, plumber's dope, and we'll put it on the valve over there. Okay, guys, that's the part that's gonna go on the valve. So you want to keep your plumber's dope behind the first thread. That way you don't get it in that valve. So, and then what he's gonna do is, there you go. When he threads it in, when it wants to get rough, he needs to put a crescent wrench on here and thread it in. But remember, guys, this is the MIP, which means it expands. The threads start off skinnier and then expands. Meaning if you go too tight, you'll split this valve right open. You'll see it crack, boom, like there. How do I know that happens?
I guess that last does it all. That's the right way.
And just get your channel locks. And guys, there's not much pressure in gas lines, so you just you don't need them like watertight, where you would do like with water pressure. I don't know if you guys ever noticed when you take off a gas line or a pipe, it's practically loose. Okay, I think you'll be good once you get.
Good. I'm gonna give you a little taste.
Okay, let me have it. Hold it for me.
Come on.
Gotta take over.
Yeah, I'll get it straight this time.
Okay, I think you can go another from this up. Keep going. That's pretty good, I think.
Right there, a little more.
Let me fill it.
Yeah.
Right here. That's good enough. Right there, buddy. I'm sorry if I didn't have this in video, guys. Okay, guys, you're using a 4-inch. I use anywhere between 4 and 5-inch nipples. I think are you using a 4 or 4.5? 4-inch. Okay. I think the minimum is 3, right?
I think it's 4 to 6.
Oh, it is? Okay. Anyway, he's going to get that going, and then he's going to put it on the bottom of that there. Okay, put some dope on that and get it on the water heater. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. You get a 3/4-inch ball valve with a 3/4-inch brass nipple right here. Look at the diameter of that sucker, and the diameter of this. I believe this is 3/4 in there. You put your nipple, and then you put this guy here. I don't want to try to thread it on here. This is hose thread, but you put your 3/4 in there, and you put your 3/4 ball valve, and look how much room you have. Look how much space you have as far as sediment. Let me see. Yeah, all that sediment, when you flush it, will come right out, rather than that little hole that I showed you. Yeah, what he's doing, he's backing that up because you don't want that valve to go like that. Screw your valve up, it's plastic, and it's, you know. I think that's good, buddy. We can always tighten it. That's plenty. Okay, get your gas line, Vinny, and you get your gas line and get the nipple out of it and put it right here. Alright, guys, he's going to drive that in. And, that part will be done. Yeah. Okay. Here's a rag for you. Clean it all up. Pretty damn good. Yep, clean it all up. Real fast. You don't need to detail it. Just wipe it all up real fast. Come on, quit playing with it like your penis, man. Come on, wipe the edge down. Just run your towel on this right here. There you go. Don't worry about the bottom. Just the tops and the sides. Okay, now the bottom where the cap is. That looks good enough. I'm not looking for it to be spit shine. Do the bottom cap. There you go. That's it. Looking good. Alright. Okay guys, it's empty, ready to go. We're gonna we turn this off. He's gonna take it, walk it out. We're gonna sweep this up and then put a piece of cardboard before we remove it. Hey guys, I bought a jack. I bought a motorcycle jack. I wish I would have had it. Yeah, I closed it. You can undo it here by hand. Keep it up. I bought a motorcycle jack, guys, where we can bring it here, pump it up to here, drag it on, lower it, and roll it. And it has locks on the wheels. I'll probably get it Wednesday. But I think that'll be great to have. We could just like slide it over, roll it down, roll it right out. When we hit to that step, we just lift up on it a little bit, or take it off and put it on a hand truck at that part. But it's kind of nice to be able to like walk it, even if you don't roll it out of here. It's nice to have the table right here even, and you just slide it out on there, move it back a little bit, put it down, and then take it with a hand truck from there. Saves your back, because this is full of calcium, guys. Okay guys, we haven't moved the water heater in or out, but before we do, we always call the tenant over and we show them all the marks on the floor, just so we don't get blamed for it. But you can see here, I'm not going to say that, I'm just going to show you. So always document that if you're in a customer's home. That way, you know, they know it's not you, and you don't get blamed for it. You'd be surprised how tenants will say. Tenants will actually cause the problem, and then when you're halfway done, hey, how'd you do this? And try to put it on the working man, you know.
Let me go grab the strap. Oh, it's right here.
Okay. You got it? Okay, just bring it there. Now, don't go too far back. I know. Now, just let it slide slowly. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, you got it, buddy. You got an element there? Good job. Alright. Okay, guys, we're gonna. I'm sorry I had this to his back, but this is the setup he had right here. Right there, you pull it out and then he lets it slide through his hands and it lowers it down right there. Okay guys, we brought it all the way here. We brought it to the end there and Vinny grabbed it by the fork underneath and just set it down. This hand truck is good, but we got that jack coming. The jack will let us bring it out of the hole, and then it'll bring it down to 13 inches, so about right here. When we get it out of the hole, we bring it down, it'll take it to about right here. Then it's so much easier to grab it with a rubber strap like we have in there and just take it off of there and onto a hand truck. You know, it's just getting it out of that hole, not doing any damage. It's heavy, full of calcium deposits. But anyway. Okay, then he's just getting the hoses off, getting the gas line off, and then we're going to work on that valve up there. I'll get you some video of that valve. It's ungalvanized. Hopefully it's going to come off. If it doesn't come off, what I could do is just cut it straight and then not pro press, but mega press a 3/4 inch male nipple on there and then call it done. Now that thing is frozen on there. He just was able to break it loose.
No waste.
Little by little. I wonder how it got so tight.
The only way is embarrassing.
Now you got it. Now it's just little by little from here. I wonder if they cross-threaded it or something. We better try the new one to make sure the threads are. If not, I can run a tap on it and straighten the threads off. If they ran that on there, I'm assuming they might have cross-threaded it if it's that hard. So we can run a tap on there and straighten the threads out if we have to. Put a 3/4 inch tap.
I think they just cinched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because now it's coming off easy.
Okay, we're gonna get this off, guys. Alright guys, you got it off. See how that black rubber washer, that's why they start to leak, they start to break down. Okay guys, there's the valve we're gonna have to change. Get a picture of that for the owner. Alright guys, we got our pipe wrenches, we don't know what we're gonna need. If we have to, we can heat it up. He's just draining out whatever's in the line. That way if we do have to heat it up, we're not heating all the water with it. When you're breaking stuff loose, guys, the bigger you can go, the better. Once you break it loose, then you can do something. Now we'll get this one here. And I have a feeling it's going to be a bear. You don't want that pipe to turn in the wall, Benny. Whatever you do, don't let that pipe turn in the wall.
Okay.
Otherwise, you might crumble the threads or something.
Where am I getting to? 9 for 9:30. Am I? Listen. No, but I mean, I'm going with you guys, right? Oh. Unless you're gonna buy us a new car.
Make sure you got a bite on that before you start spinning the other
That's
one.
all, yeah. I was all the way back on the jaws back then.
Now you want to be somewhere towards them. Yeah.
There you go, I got it.
Okay, now put a little bite on it. Make sure. Okay.
Sunday should be better. So I told Ricky to request
You might want to put your pipe on the outer up a little higher. That way you have a little downforce on it.
I got that pipe in the way though too.
I know.
That?
Yeah.
I don't know if Mike will be there, but everybody else. I gotta put the other on my Okay, that would be super fun.
Pull tight on it.
I don't know if we picked the worst possible time, but in like 2 minutes we're gonna have to leave.
Okay, no problem. We'll move for you. And then we'll put it right back. No problem.
We gotta make it to preschool, and they're real strict about time.
Oh no, no worries at all. We'll move for you.
Zebra. That doesn't
It's
sound
like you got a herd of 20 little kids. I get it.
So you might want to let. There you go. Keep going.
I got it.
You got it, buddy. I was gonna put heat on it. When you put heat on it, guys, you don't put heat on the pipe. You put heat on the valve because you want the outer part of the valve to expand. If you put heat on the pipe, then your pipe will expand inside your valve and it's useless. So when you put the heat, Vinny, you put the heat on the valve. That way the valve expands open and not the pipe. Yeah, the pipe will get warm, but not as hot as, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you hit the pipe with heat, then you're going to be expanding that nipple inside the valve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it by hand now.
Yeah.
Let me have that thing.
Just in case.
Yeah. All right, guys. You got it. We got lucky. Okay, I need you, Vinny, to clean the threads really good with a wire brush. And make sure the threads are decent. And it looks like they threaded that pipe. You see how there's not much thread on it?
Yeah.
A factory thread has more threads.
It's about 1 inch deep usually.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, put the bucket on the floor and let it catch the water. But when you heat it, guys, watch. When you heat it, guys, you want to heat it on here, not on the nipple. If you heat on the nipple will expand and you'll never get it off. So you heat this part right in here. Keep the flame away from here. Heat it here. This will expand and allow you to break it loose. Look at this, guys. This thing's 24 years old, I think, 25. And look how they got their extension. A soup can of some sort. Pretty good, huh? Nothing wrong with that. It worked. Okay, guys, he's gonna clean the heck out of those threads. You can see the sparks flying. Once he gets them clean, spotless, we'll put the other valve on and get the water back on. Check it for leaks. I'll give you guys a little tip. First of all, he put tape on there. He gave it 5 wraps of the monster tape. But let's just say your nipple is bad on the other one where your pipe goes. Let me show you. Move your head a minute, buddy. Thank you. Good job. Right there. You see that pipe? The drain, the line is going to go onto that. Now, let's say you put your water supply line on there and it drips because the edge of it has got a crack in it or it's missing a piece. Whenever there's damage to the end of a nipple, Vinny, and you put on a hose bib with a washer, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not a hose bib, but you put on the hose with the washer, you'll get a drip there because the rubber isn't sealing completely. So to salvage that, Vinny, what you do is you just get a coupling and put a thread, put tape, and put a coupling with a new nipple on the end, and you solve that issue. You don't have to take out the whole pipe. I'll explain to you on a hose. I mean, guys, if your nipple on here, watch this, Vinny. If you've got a crack on this nipple right here, if you got a crack or a piece missing, when you put your new hose line on, that rubber will go on there, but it won't seal. The rubber can't fill in the broken part. So rather than try to take that whole pipe out, you just put a coupling on here. Put your tape, put a coupling, and then put another nipple, and now you got a fresh nipple for this to seal on without having to take a chance and having to open up the whole wall trying to get a piece of galvy out. Or you can take a mega press. You can cut the pipe right there and then put a mega press, like a pro press but heavier. It's for galvanized, and you press it on there, and now you have some new 3/4 inch threads. I'd rather put a coupling on there, and then put a nipple. That's just a way to get out of trouble. Guys, Vinny's rigging up his nipples. He's going to put a nipple on here first. I put the big part here that you need to go to the pipe with on the big towards the wall. This one towards the wall, I think, right here. No, I put this one towards the wall right here. And that with your nipple coming out. There's no arrow on it, so it's either direction, but whatever works good for you with the handle. Say the handle is getting in your way that way, and then you can flip it around this way.
Well,
but it don't matter.
if it's on the right hand side and you have exhaust, you might not.
Yeah.
It might be in the way. You want to go check?
Yeah, go ahead. See which way you want to put it. Okay, guys, we're going to put this to the wall right here because if we need to put some force on it, this is threaded right here. We don't want to strip this on here. So we're going to put the nipple here and put this to the wall where we have a solid piece. Then he's going to go ahead and whip that stuff up good. And we'll get it done. Okay, go ahead and put that in the pipe vise. And try not to, I know it's hard, but try not to nick all this up. Try to just, get a good bite on it. And,
Give it a channel lock or
how about a crescent? Put the pipe in there and then grab a hold and do it on the valve. Make sure that thing is locked good. That way you don't tear up your shit. There you go. Try to keep this from being all marked up. Basically, it won't matter here because it's in a closet, but you want to practice doing it the right way so when you do need to do it and it does matter, your brain is already wired to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, and the further you can get your pipe in that way, it's always better. Now I always put a thumb on that vise. There you go, just like that. When it starts getting tough, you can just grab your wrench on this way more so you can put your body weight in it. I think that's good, buddy. That's it. Okay, go put some dope on that other pipe and thread her on. Okay guys, I want him to back up that pipe because a lot of people say, well, what's the big deal? He can just thread it on tight, and if that pipe turns in the wall, no big deal. Well, that's true if it was new, but this is all rusted galvanized. So if he's trying to tighten on his valve and that thing turns, there's a good chance that thing will just turn inside the wall and disintegrate. Now we got to open up the wall. So this way, if he backs up that pipe with a pipe wrench and he tightens that other one on, that won't move. I don't want that thing to turn, and I don't want that thing to turn not even a 1/16 of an inch.
The pipe came off a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a little chip in it. So just hold it straight. Eventually you'll get it. There you go. You got it. Yeah. See, if you were to try to put a hose on there, it would leak because you got a piece of nipple. You know,
pipe
missing. Yeah.
Wait, wrong way.
The other way. And stay on solid pipe. Don't get onto the threads. It's real weak on the threads.
Biting.
It's alright. So guys, he's never done any plumbing except for what he's been doing for me. This is all new shit to him. I like to put my pipe wrench like upward, like you got it, because it'll keep its own tension on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't need it to go too tight. When it gets rough, we'll try to put the handle in a nice direction. If not, forget it. Don't worry about it. As long as you can move it and get to it. Then what we'll do is turn the water on. We'll drain it.
Want to see the big challenge?
What?
Big cut challenge?
Okay, bigger question. There you go, buddy. Just for a minute for a picture. Here.
Picture?
I got it. Go ahead. See if it'll feel good once
This is
you
the
get
last turn. Last
Okay.
circle.
Okay.
Last rotation.
Put it to the side if you can, not on top. It's easier to reach on the side, I think. No, right there would be good. I guess like right on top. Should we try that?
Like that?
Yeah.
Or you want it on the side?
No, I think it's nice there. If you reach in, you can move it. Or go ahead, put it on the side. That way you can pull on it instead of try to twist it with your wrist.
Hold on.
Go ahead, bring it more.
Well, if it's on its side, you can push that way instead of push that way. Depends on what
Yeah,
you like.
yeah. What do you think?
I think I'd leave it here.
Okay, well, let's
So you
check
like
it for
that,
leaks.
yeah.
Put it in the it's in the off position. Okay, once I turn the water on, we'll bleed it. We'll get the air out of it, okay? Okay, guys, he's gonna break it loose and get some air out of there. Once the air is out of there, we can check it and see if there's leaks. Sometimes you can hear the air if there's a leak, but I'd rather just get to it and get the air out of it.
We're good.
All the water coming out?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll just check it for leaks now. If there's a leak, it'll show. Give it a couple minutes. We can go work on the now. See, guys, we gotta do this split here, but there is a stud here. See the door jamb? You got two 2x4s going. You got a king and a queen. King and queen studs, so you're out to about right here. Anyway, we're gonna see where this goes and probably just leave it. Because that lag bolt, yeah, split that, but it don't matter because it's in the 2x4s. And if it's close enough, we might lower this one a little bit. Not sure. Okay, guys, he's gonna break that old gas line loose. He's backing it up with a pipe wrench. And this seems to be doing good up there. So if that old pipe right there has a little nick in it or something, then it'll probably leak. And you don't want to be putting plumber's tape on it and all that. That's not the proper way to fix a leak on a water heater. When you put plumber's tape on there, then your nut won't go all the way up to the rubber. When you build up the threads on the outside, what'll happen is that nut won't crawl all the way up the way it should be. If you've got if you've got a leak, it's because you got a chip or a crack on the edge. So just put a union on it. Put some tape, dope, and a union and a little nipple, and you're back to new. All right, good job, man. Okay, we're gonna go measure the straps, so the water heater, and see if we're gonna move those other ones. The top one is good enough. We're happy with the top one. We'll just see what we're gonna do with the bottom one. Guys, we're gonna put the pan in and then put the water heater in because we don't know where we're gonna hook that up at yet, because we need to get the PRV lined up, and we might have to have that pan all the way. Well, it's gonna have to go to the back and maybe bend it in a little bit to make that work. We don't know, but we're gonna get the water heater in next. Guys, the rubber goes on the outside, not the inside. If you look right here, it tells you. That's good. We don't want to crack nothing. Okay, let's get our water heater in and we'll go from there. Guys, he's got his bonding here, bonded there, bonded from the cold to the hot, and then down to the gas line. Okay, we got it in, guys. We have 2 hands on it because it's hard. It's had to go by that bracer. We were going to rip that brace off, but we don't want, the screws are buried here and plastered, so we didn't want to mess that up. So we threw away the other side. We were going to take it out, but like I said, then we'd have to plaster the other side and paint it. So basically, we're just lining up the thing here. And he's going to thread it and adjust it after he gets it threaded. Fuck.
I'm good. I can see it underneath.
You can see it? Yeah. Okay. You can rip it off if you want.
Do
Where's
not
that?
remove this tag from valve.
Yeah. Okay, guys, he's gonna get that threaded, and then we'll go from there. Because we kind of got to go with the same holes. The pan's gonna be the issue. Okay, we got some plumber's dope on there, and he's threading it up. Everything's going good so far. It's good. Doesn't need to be that tight. You got plumber's dope on it. Let's go ahead and connect the bottom. Put some plumber's dope on that. And bring that up, and we're good to go. Alright, that's good. Just a little bit is all you need. Bring that thing up. Alright guys, now he's going to line up the exhaust, get the exhaust in. And then we'll do the pan next. Guys, we went back with the same exhaust with the vegetable can. Why screw up bad luck? I mean, that can was somebody's handiwork 25 years ago. So, it fits perfect. We are going to tape the seams though, dry it off. So he's got his bonding and everything going down to the gas line over there. We have no choice to put it this way because it's all lined up. Now we're going to have to deal with this right here. That's how Vinny used to sound when he was a kid, when he got hungry. I have a scenario for Vinny, guys. He's got it all taped up, looking good. What would he do? What would you do, Vinny, if you go to light this and this valve is bad, but you got it all plumbed in? You could call the 800 number, but guess what? They'd probably take
Go buy a new one.
$4. Yeah, just go buy a new water heater, take the valve out of the new water heater, put it in this one, put that valve in, and then take it back. Tell them it has a bad valve. Because the other way, the last time I called the 800 number on there, if something was wrong, it says call. They wanted 4 days to get it to me. I said, the people can't be 4 days without, a hot water. I don't even know what the law is on that. But so I went to Home Depot with your mom, and we bought another water heater, and we ripped the valve out of it, put the valve into the one that was already plumbed in, and then put that valve into the water heater and took it back and said it wouldn't light. Yeah, I can't. They want you, because they don't want you giving the store headaches. So they put that number there. That way, if there is something wrong, you deal with them, and it doesn't look bad on them. But yet, they want to take 4 days to get you a part. You would think they would overnight it. You would think that overnighting to me would be acceptable. Okay, I call now. Okay, we'll have it overnighted to you. You know what I mean? You'll have it tomorrow. The most the person would be out is a day and a half or something. So, all right, guys, we're gonna hook up the water lines, get it full, and then fill it up, and then we're gonna plumb this while we're doing that. Okay, guys, he's gonna have to retap that, rethread it, because I don't know if you noticed when he took it off, it was hard. Somebody cross-threaded that thing all the way on, and that's why it was so hard to take off. And now we don't want to wreck the thread to try to cross-thread it on like they did, so we're just gonna run a tap on it. We've got the wrench for the tap right here, but I don't know that we could fit it in, so he's going to try it by hand with maybe some channel locks. I don't think I can get you guys any good video. I'll get you a few shots as soon as he gets that thing on there.
Cut that top.
Yeah, here you go, bud. And you go like one turn forward, half a turn back. One turn forward, half a turn back.
It's going.
It is?
Yeah.
Good. Clean those threads up then. When you get to the end, get some channel locks and make sure you go all the way to the end. Alright, he's got it going by hand. That's probably all it needed, was just to clean those threads up. Alright, he was able to run it in all the way by hand. So now we'll wipe that off, and let's see how the threads look. Oh yeah, it looks much better and cleaner. It's probably just full of crap and rust. Alright guys, I left for a little while. He's working on the water supply lines here. That red one looks good, Vinny. Good job. That's a real tight spot for a long water hose. That's why they have the shorter ones. I might buy some shorter ones and keep them on the truck for emergencies like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, always use 2 hands on the bends. Guys, you never just want to bend them. You want to use two fists on each. Wherever your bend is, get those 2 hands together. That way you make a nice round loop. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it can't be kinked. So, sorry guys about the shot. The rounder you can make your bends, the better it is. Looking good. That's beautiful, man. Good job. Good job, Vinny.
Thank you.
Yeah, they both look good. All right. Okay, Vinny, go ahead and fire it up. Go, just crack it. I got the hot water in the bathroom open.
Okay.
Okay, give it more. A lot more. Yeah. Let me see where you're at. Yeah, that's good. Just let it fill up like that. And check the leaks. Okay. Okay, we got the air coming out of it, guys. And then he's over here putting the earthquake straps on, and then we're going to put the gas line, and then we got to deal with that pan right there. Hey guys, this aerator is bad or something's bad. I'm going to try to take the aerator out. Look at that. That's cold. That's hot. And then look how crappy that looks. I'm going to go get a key to try to take that off. Alright guys, Vinny's got the gas line hooked up, earthquake straps, PRV, hoses are good. We're gonna check for leaks, so I'm gonna light this baby. I can't, this is awkward here, but that's where it lines up. But you can still see everything. I'm able to see pilot, I'm able to pump it, and then I'm able to light it. And I can tell you, it's not lit yet. That's because there's a lot of air in the line. You gotta let the air get out. So I just keep pumping on it. I pumped that a few times. So I just keep pumping that. If I can't see it for some reason, which I can, that'll turn blue. If I did get it and I just don't see it. So. There we go. Now I gotta hold it until this light turns blue or green, whatever it is. When that generator gets, or thermocouple, whatever it is. It may be a thermocoupler, it may be a generator, probably a generator, but anyway, or whatever you call them, milliamp, whatever. That'll turn blue or green in a second. So, okay, it just turned blue. See? Now I can let go of it. Boom. Then I'll put it on. I'll put it to hot. Right there. There it is. We'll let it get hot. Then you gotta go up there and check for some leaks. Everything looks beautiful, guys. All the way up. We left the guy's soup can. Who are we to take that out? Might bring bad luck to the house. Okay, so with that being done, we have our sediment trap. Everything's looking good. Now we're gonna plumb this guy right here. Okay, guys. No leaks so far. I cleaned out the aerator on the kitchen. We've got these different keys. Let me show you. I don't know where I put them. Got these keys for different size aerators right there. All the different sizes. Vinny's trying to get us through the thing here with a hole. Good job. See, guys, when you're going through that, you kind of got to wobble it left, right, forward. Otherwise, you just burn everything up. You got to, like, wobble it in the hole to get some traction. And he went extra large. That way, we don't have to fight it, you know.
I put my coupling in it, too.
Yeah, plus the coupling's going to have to go in there as well.
Or
so
90.
Yeah, 90 rather. Okay, guys. He drilled this hole there. Let's see what you got under there. Pull that carpet back a minute. Hot. Let's see what you got under that carpet.
Wood.
Good, looking good. Alright, guys, he got through the first cabinet, now he's going through the floor. You got it. Now you should be able to see dirt. Come on, man.
Yeah, concrete.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. About 3 feet down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. There you go. Right into that is all you need to do. Alright. Alright, guys, he's been that all glued in. He took that off so he could reach it.
Change pee, wash your hands. Let's go pee first. It needed water.
Water's on.
No.
Oh, okay.
My mom doesn't know how electronics work.
Oh, you can move. Okay, there you go. Okay, that looks good, Vinny. Got it all the way up. Hey guys, it's in, man. There it is. Okay guys, we're done with this. Everything is good up there. Everything's bonded. Earthquake straps. We only moved the bottom one. It's within. It may not be right on the spot, but it's pretty damn close. And we got that pan all glued in, going down to the foundation. Gas line new. Alright guys, we're just going to work on that toilet. So everything is done here, guys. Okay guys, we're going to tighten up the bolts if they still haven't slipped off the thing. It has just a little bit of movement left and right, but we're going to tighten up the bolts, and then we're going to scrape the caulking and put a nice big fat beauty. This time we're not going to go for beauty. And I told the guy, because he said, he goes, you know, we're big. And I said, well, I understand, but you still need something that's working. So, and I said, you know, instead of me making a real pretty line like that, we'll scrape it out and we'll put a big fat line. That way it holds this thing for going left and right. So he agreed to that. So it's not going to be the prettiest. If you look at all our other toilets, we make them pretty. We make that caulking line beautiful. But in this case, it needs a little extra support from keeping it from going like that. So we'll tighten that up and scrape the caulking a little bit and re-caulk it. Alright guys, Vinny is getting after that caulking. He was able to tighten up the bolts really good. Doesn't need to be shimmed, the floor is pretty good. But he is going to go ahead and put fresh caulking around it to kind of, you can see, look how he's getting all that caulking out right there. I'll get a picture of that. Alright. Okay guys, he is shimming it. Found a couple spots for shims. So put those wherever he needs to. Let me get a picture of that, like just like that. Son. Thank you. Okay guys, he's got that all shimmed, getting it all caulked, looking good, tightened down, shouldn't wobble, water heater's done. It's about 5 o'clock, we're going to go home. Vinny barbecued some steaks last night for us, and
2 nights ago.
Oh, 2 nights ago, Friday night.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go. We ate what we wanted on that night, and we had out late. We ate out last night because of all the work we did on Sunday with the vans. So tonight we're gonna have leftover steak, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna make steak burritos, right, son?
That's right.
Yeah.
Mom's gonna make some.
Yeah, steak, mayonnaise. I like some of that chili that I bought. Put that in there. Really good. All right, guys, that's gonna be it. We're done. You did a good job there. Everything looks great. I might get a picture of it real quick. Yep, looking good. Alright guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Now tomorrow, Vinny's going to go to Fullerton on his own and finish there. Me and Alicia have got to go do a garbage disposal and one other vacancy deal. Not much, but you know. Alright guys, well you guys have a good night. I'll try to get this posted. And it'll be probably late. Especially towards the other side of the country, but anyway, I'll do my best to get it up there.